Hello, everybody. So the simple fact, and I'm sure everybody would agree, without any farmers, there's no food. Simple as that. And we've seen time and time again across the Western world, particularly in Ireland and in some European countries, like the Netherlands. Take for example the UK, a perfect example at the moment. The UK government don't want people to pass down their farms to the next of kin. So, say for example, you're a father now, you're wanting to pass your farm down to the next generation. The UK government doesn't want you to do that, and particularly now in Ireland, sooner or later, that's what they want to do here. And it's all to do really with the World Economic Forum, to be totally honest, in a way, because they want you to eat the bug, basically. So basically, what humans eat bugs, etc., etc. Which I'm sure everybody agree. We all need a balanced diet in terms of dairy, in terms of meat, etc., etc. People need balanced diets. That's what keeps humans healthy, etc., etc. So we need a balanced diet. That's what humans are. But eating bugs is not going to give you any energy. It might do for animals, but not so much for humans. But that's what it's coming from. It's coming from the World Economic Forum, and particularly in Ireland, I get into it now. I can get into personal stories, etc., etc. So bear with me because there's a lot to discuss here, but particularly because the government here is so hell bent on destroying farmers, destroying agriculture, and as you know, not so much in the cities, Cork and Dublin, but in Cavan, take was a huge farming community. I say nearly, if you go out to the countryside here in Cavan, the majority there's farmers nearly on every road, every rural road, etc., etc., with cows, suckler herd, etc., etc. And there's so many young lads who used to go to my school, secondary school and primary school, that have farmers' sons, farmers' daughters, mad about farming, totally mad. I could tell you about one man, he knew every bit of a tractor. He could take the whole engine, the powder, put it back together on a tractor. That's how much he knew because he was taught by his father how to do it. And he's mad in the tractors. He's mad in the tractors. And unfortunately, he's taken over the family farm. Take a good example there. But in a few years' time, he won't be able to be told because the government will make it unprofitable. And there's so many farmers now, and they're saying farming's unprofitable. There's no profit in it. The government fucks you over. The same with Eamon Ryan. Eamon Ryan, the Green Party particularly. We see what they want to do with the cows and Suckler Herd. They want to get rid of it. Eamon only for maybe Fianna Fáil, Fine Gael stopped them. But Eamon Ryan wanted to kill all the cows because they're farting and the environment, etc., etc. But at the same time, Eamon Ryan goes over to China to one of the most polluted countries in the world, and there's nothing said about pollution over there. And there's nothing said about it in India, etc., etc. But a few cows farting in Ireland. They wanted to kill 200,000 cows here. Thankfully, that didn't come to fruition, but sooner or later they will do it. And Fianna Fáil, Fine Gael was supported, and the whole parties in the Dáil well, Sinn Féin and the Labour Party were all for it, jumping up and down. Because again, they never knew, the Labour Party particularly wouldn't know a day's work if it bit them on the arse. Because they are champagne socialists sitting in Dublin. They wouldn't know how to work on a farm. They wouldn't know how to lift a wake, let alone anything else. But long story short, there's so many young lads, again, as I say, my generation now, who want to take over the family farm, etc., etc. And as we see in the UK, what they want to do, eventually will come here. And as I say, it's unprofitable, nearly unprofitable. Some farmers are barely breaking even to meet the demands. The cost of fuel, for example, fuel has gone up dramatically. And not even that too. We see, as I said, the fight against really farmers, to be totally honest, distributing food, etc., etc., and then the price that is in delivering food and getting it to shops, etc., etc. So it's a huge, and in my opinion, it's a coordinated in this country, particularly in Ireland, it's a coordinated strike to try and get rid of farmers, as many farmers as possible. And that's what they're trying to do, really, in a way. Because particularly Fine Gael, it's very shocking. Years ago, there used to be the Farmers' Party for the farmers, Fine Gael. How far they've fallen, to be totally honest. Because at this stage, Fianna Fáil, Fine Gael, and the Green Party are one and the same. They all play out of the same playbook. But as I say about the young people, this is the most shocking thing. If, take for example, in the morning, the Green Party got into government of Fianna Fáil, Fine Gael, and made farming even worse again for a career for young people, particularly to follow. And again, I know one person down the road from here has a big farm, etc., etc. He's the man who owns it. He's 60. He'll soon be retired, and he'll probably be handing it over to his son. His son again is mad, and he loves tractors. He's driving them. He's driving them since he was knee high. He loves them. You can genuinely see the passion in him. You can see the passion in him. Everything to do with farming, anything at all. If it's slowy, anything like that, he just loves. You can see it in his heart, and you can see it in his soul that it's something that he's going to do. And unfortunately, the sad reality is in a few years' time, he might not be able to do it because the government is so anti-farm and anti-rural. That's what it is. It's not so much the big city folks. This big city folks in Dublin, the NGOs, etc., etc., take the food just appears on the shelf. It's the farmers who gets it there. They have to get up late, early mornings, late evenings. It's not an easy job being a farmer. But that's what puts the food on the table, and simple as that. It doesn't just appeal. And I don't think the Green Party realise. I think they're so up in the champagne socialism that they don't understand about people who have to get up in the morning to go to work, etc., etc. Because it doesn't seem like they understand. But we see it all the time in the Irish government. They want to just push farmers out. And that's really what's happening. And we see so many protests. We've seen a few years ago in Dublin, the tractors all going up to Dublin, a chocolate block in Dublin. We probably need more of that, unfortunately, because that's the only way they're ever going to listen when Dublin's chalked up to the court, when nobody can move an inch in Dublin. That's the only way they're ever going to listen to the government, when you block up the whole streets of Dublin with tractors. That's the only way they're ever going to listen, because they don't seem to listen to the countryside, they just ignore us. So there's many more things I could say, but long story short, it's not as profitable as it used to be. And again, for the younger generation coming in, it's going to be tough. And as I say, but fuel prices, and then obviously the cost of delivering food, the cost of maintaining the farm, etc., is going up. And then obviously this European objectives to the top of the European Parliament, take for example, that's given, not even the Irish Parliament is doing this, the European Union is sending regulations, more regulations, regulation, do this, do that, do the other. Basically, it's more kind of hidden processes, etc., trying to stop farmers, trying to just say to them, give up, just go away, and don't do your farming. That's what they're trying to do. And the saddest thing about it, and again, this is the last thing I say about it, there's so many generations of farmers in Cavan that they were passed down from the son to the grandson. That is a generational thing. There's people I know that farm the lands, their family's been farming the lands for donkey's years. So there ever was a Green Party, whoever was a Fianna Fáil party, wherever forward there was a World Economic Forum, etc., etc. And there will be into the, hopefully in the future, there will be into the, into the future. But unfortunately, again, as I say, there's a coordinated attack. In my opinion, there's a coordinated attack on farmers. And that's what I really think. Because again, there's not many parties in the Dáil. Fine Gael is supposed to be the farmers' party. They went with everything the Greens said. Now, in fairness, the thing with the suckle cows, I said, the horde, the national horde, the Eamon Ryan wanted to kill them all, basically. Thankfully, that didn't come to fruition. But again, it doesn't. If Eamon Ryan or the Green Party gets back in, Eamon Ryan's not there now, thankfully, thanks for the God. But if the Green Party get back in, that's certainly what's going to happen. But the Green Party I don't think they like themselves anyway, so it doesn't matter. I don't think they like anything. But yeah, it's just, without any farmers, and it's simple, when I'm sure everybody agree, without any farmers, there's no food. And I'm sure everybody agree with that. And we do have to speak up, particularly in rural Ireland. We know how important our farmers are. I remember even during the floods, just on the last point, I suppose, on this. I remember when the floods happened here in 2011 and the snow, a big load of snow came along. It was only for the farmers pulling cows out of ditches, etc., with the big tractors. Only for the farmers, it would be lost. And the same with flooding, take for example. I've seen many times flooding on rural roads. Like huge flooding. And only for the farmers getting people out because they have big tractor tyres, etc., and the tractors can get through the water more better than an ordinary cow. Only for that, people would have been stranded in their houses, etc. So we know in rural Ireland we appreciate our farmers, not so much maybe in the cities, in the big towns we don't understand, but in rural Ireland, somebody that comes from rural Ireland, from County Cavan, one of the most farming counties in the country. We all should appreciate, and I think we all in Cavan do appreciate our farmers because we know how important they are to getting our products on the shelves, etc., because it's essential. And without that, hundreds of thousands of young lads and men too would be out of work. And it's simple as that. And that's what they seem to want to do here, that they want to get rid of farming, and that's as simple as that. Even though it's been done for hundreds of generations. But anyway, let me know what you think. Subscribe and bye.